Research shows failure rates are as high as 50% in first year for first-time managers. While some of this may be attributed to poor selection or inadequate training and mentoring, some of it is under the control of managers themselves. In fact, one of the most common stumbling blocks for new managers is failing to set the right boundaries in their new job. These boundaries include what the new manager should and should not do, how much of time should be spent on the job, and how success will be measured, among others. Hence, it's very important to establish boundaries by clarifying your role with all the key stakeholders. So, how does one go about doing this? Here are three ways. Number one, make sure your team knows that they are responsible for producing high quality plans, output, deliverables, etc. But that as a manager, you would give them the tools, training, and coaching that's necessary to make that happen for them. In other words, your job is not to cover up for them or step in whenever they weren't sure what to do, but your job is to help them be successful on their own. New managers can get stuck doing their subordinates' jobs because you want to get the output done quickly and keep their teams from developing the skills which they actually need to succeed. Hence, it's very important to keep this factor in mind. Number two, learn to set boundaries with your new peers. So these could include the other department leaders or team leaders who are around. Meet with these managers to develop a set of SLAs, service level agreements, for how their functions would work together. This way, any information your team needs from the other department would arrive on time and in the specified format that is required. Right. So eventually, this allows your team to better manage their workflows and output by removing dependencies that are involved in it. Number three, sit down with your boss to define your role more clearly and determine what success means for you, right? So when you finally work with your boss to distinguish between the new and old priorities, you will be able to clearly see what is expected of you as a manager and what will those success metrics actually be. Working with a life coach can help you gain better clarity, confidence to initiate these conversations, manage your teams better, and thereby maximize your true potential as a manager.